Greetings, everyone. This is Scarecrow's Smile, and I will be talking about an anime today. One of the first anime I ever watched. It's called Angel the Flower Child. Just like how in America everyone is calling Sailor Moon the first magical girl anime they ever saw, which is true for many of the residents in my country as well. Me personally, I didn't watch Sailor Moon. I watched this anime instead, which is also a magical girl anime, and to me, much more beautiful with a much more engaging plot, and arguably as beautiful as the current Sailor Moon that came out in recent years. The anime takes place in France, and our main protagonist is a girl that just turned 15. This dog and cat, which have been sent from their own kingdom to find a very special flower. And they have been tasked with this mission, but also have been given the additional information that they will require the aid of our main protagonist. And the first episode is where this dog and cat, which are actually fluent in the human language, are searching for this person that will help them on their quest. They're searching all over the place and freaking people out as they ask for this girl. When they do find her and tell her that they were sent by the royal family to find a flower which symbolizes the power of the new king to be crowned, our girl is not all aboard, at least not at first. But then her grandparents, with whom she lives, tell her that a long time ago it would have been a great honor for such a mission to be given to a human. And as we see this 15-year-old girl, all cute and innocent, but not naive, decide that she wants to go with her newfound friends, we are soon met with many of their adventures. They travel throughout France and meet many people while in search of this flower, and as they travel, they help everyone they meet. Anyone who needs help, they meet all kinds of people. They go on all kinds of adventures, and they grow up. They all develop. They all experience joy and sadness. Seeing as this is a magical girl anime, our protagonist is given a special item. I believe it's referred to as a key, which allows her to transform, or rather for her outfit to change, and her body also it doesn't change in any physical manner, but she's just granted stamina or other specific perks along with the dress. The way she is able to transform is by pointing the key at a particular flower or a set of flowers while in the place where she currently is traveling, meaning that she traveled to some village somewhere and there's a particular kind of flower growing there. So when the need arises, when she needs to help people or aid someone in something, she will use her key, and the flower that's closest and growing near the village or in the village, and she will transform appropriately. The anime is, as I said earlier, very beautiful, but not because of the character design and the way the world is portrayed, but because even now, the animation has aged quite well. And you wouldn't guess that it's as old as it is, which is more than 20 years old. Of course, there are a set of villains in this anime. I mean, what sort of anime would it be if it didn't have a villain or two? Now, these two villains come from the same kingdom where the cat and dog came from, and they are in search of the flower for their own purpose. The main villain is a girl that decides to keep a human form, unlike the dog and cat, and she wants the flower so that she can be the ruler of the kingdom, rather than the prince, whom the flower is supposed to be. Along with her henchman, a single henchman, who is a bit of a mystery to me. He has also a human language, but unlike the dog and cat, he is sort of like a hybrid. He is like an overgrown woodland creature standing on 2 feet and dressed in a very gangster slash merchant outfit. A very elaborate attire, if I do say so myself. And they basically travel all over France with Angel and her 2 friends in search of the flower. And occasionally they cause mischief and trouble for our protagonists. Of course, our protagonists have to clean up after their messes occasionally. They have to fix whatever the villains have, whatever messes the villains have made, and sometimes they compete in search of the flower. It's not always fun and games, and it is truly a burden and difficult to manage, because sometimes the people that they meet on their journey are not cooperative, and when we add the 2 villains that don't make this any easier, it truly does become more and more difficult for our protagonists. But it's also a very heartwarming journey to see how people, all kinds of people, when they interact with our characters, we see them change for the better, or we see them change the way they used to be a long time ago, and we see that it's our characters that managed to do that, that it's because of them that things are better now, that they were able to help, to assist, to change people for the better. The anime is very beautiful, and the story is very compelling. The ending is a little sad, but also it gives you hope. It gives you hope that this isn't the end. The story continues, and you can't help but smile. Now, with all that said, I hope that all of you are at least curious to see what this anime has to offer. It is truly something that I don't think should be missed. For anyone who likes classical anime and wishes to see something similar and yet different to Sailor Moon and other magical girl anime, I think that you should give this a try. I think that it deserves your attention, and it shouldn't be missed by any means. This is everything from me, and I hope to hear from you in the comments below. See ya!